happening, YouTube? It's your homie as Doc coming back to you with another video. And today's video is going to be another BT13 gameplay video with myself playing Belphemon on the left and then my opponent playing the Ravemon deck on the right. Now this just is a one-off. This is just a game one, but it definitely displays some of the power of both decks. But just to see how this matchup goes, it's actually it's pretty cool. Like two purple decks going in the format. Of course, I think Belphemon is a little better right now, but Ravemon can easily just get more support in the future and just be really strong. My opponent is gonna. Well, I started off with choking him at 1 with the Gizmon. Or the Proto Gizmon. What Proto does is just simply put, it can delete your egg in the raising area to reduce the cost by 2 to make it a 1 cost. And on play, draw 1, trash 1. Then you can bring out AT later on by putting 2 Gizmons back to the bottom of the deck to play out AT. But we didn't get to that point. My opponent played the Analog Youth. Analog Youth is a really strong card in the Ravemon deck because Ravemon deletes itself and then you'll gain memory, a bunch of memory back once it does its main play, and it'll come back at the end of the opponent's turn, and you get to hatch an egg and get to make another stack, kind of like Green, how Green does, or how you do with Ruin mode, which is really cool. But I get into the current spot. I'm gonna attack with the excuse me, Scatter Mode. Scatter Mode, really strong card in this deck. I'm going to use the effect to draw 3, trash 2. Looks like I trashed a Belphemon Rage Mode and an XT. XT is the 9K blocker. That on play, you get to play the Akihiro Karada from your trash. Really strong tamer. Especially because you get to play for free for the XT. But don't have anything else to do right now. I knew it was going to block with the Chromon. That's the 5K Chromon blocker, but it's all good. I needed to get the cycling going because this deck, of course, wants to try to draw and trash cards every turn. To get into its plays, get the Gizmons in the trash in order to cycle through and excuse me, accelerate plays. Looks like he plays the Falcomon. I'm thinking it's Falcomon. Sorry for the sort of, it's not really a glare, I just can't tell which Digimon that is, but he has a Gazimon in the back. Gazimon's not that detrimental to this deck, not really sweating that, but I'm gonna use AT effect. AT is the next level up, the level 4 to Proto Gizmon, where you can delete a level 3 on the field to reduce this cost by 4. It originally cost 6, so 6 minus 4 is only 2 costs. I'm gonna use that to choke him back at 1, and I'm actually discarding a bunch of sleep modes. I don't know why I'm doing that. I wonder what my hand was at this time, because normally you there's Karada, so that's pretty cool. Normally, you want to keep sleep modes in your hand. I mean, I guess you want one in the trash to be able to use for Gift of Darkness later on in the game, but whatever. I don't know. Clearly, I guess I really needed to, do so. Excuse me. I'm going to play another Analog Youth, so that Analog Youth is definitely going to really help him next turn. If I give him 3 memory, he'll definitely be able to Digivolve into the level 5, I forgot the level 5's name, but when it attacks, you can Digivolve to a Ravemon from your trash, which is really good. And then the Ravemon will die at the end of the attack, and you get your inheritables, makes me discard cards, a whole bunch of stuff. So I use Akihiro's effect at the end of turn. Once per turn, you draw a card, trash a card, so that's excellent cycling for this deck. And if you do happen to have a Digimon with Belphemon in its name, you tuck the Karada under the Belphemon, whether it's Rage Mode or the Sleep Mode, and delete when your opponent's level 6 Digimon. It's not that good against this deck because their Ravemon usually disappears, but I use the AT to attack his suspended Digimon, so he's not getting future techs. And I'm actually going to use the Sleep Mode here. So Sleep Mode with the Karada, what it pretty much does is I can delete a Gizmon to allow myself to reduce the cost of the Sleep Mode by whatever I deleted. So I deleted the AT, which is a 6 cost. So 11 minus 6 is 5. So you actually don't mind giving him a bunch of memory of the deck because the Sleep Mode turn is so powerful, and since he's unaffected and you're able to negate an attack, you're probably not going to die next turn. And I've given upwards of 6 memory to an opponent by playing Astamon and using the Astamons on play. Because of what's coming up the following turn is just so powerful, it's okay. So he's going to swing to Gazimon. It'll behoove him to attack with these Digimon. I actually gave him more than 3 memory so he can do his play with the Digivolving into the level 5 to attack. Again, I forget the level 5's name, but I'm going to end up blocking with the AT just so he doesn't get that free check. I'm probably gonna let that go. I'm quite sure I don't have more than 6 cards in hand to be able to trigger the Rage Mode's effect next turn, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, I end up using the effect anyway to just negate the attack of discarded a memory boost and a XT. One thing I noticed about this deck is sometimes you want to get cards out of your hand that don't generate you another card, so that way you can have the 6 or less cards in your hand to trigger your Rage Mode's main buff that you want, the plus 3K in the security attack plus 1. So I use the Karada's effect at end of turn to draw trash 1. End of turn, I also trash the Sleep Mode in order to trigger Rage Mode. Rage Mode is going to Raigeki all level 5 or lowers. Raigeki meaning delete all your opponent's level 5 or lowers. I call it Raigeki, obviously. My Yu-Gi-Oh homies know what's up. But so Rage Mode now is 17K 2 checks, and this is potentially well, it's not game. I'll take that back. It's not game, but it's close to it. But I have my blocker still. If I do have a Proto Gizmon in trash, the XT on deletion will let me play the Proto for trash. Play the Proto for free. So I'm actually going to end up swinging with the XT first. XT is a really respectable 9K. 9K blocker is really crazy, really good. I'm going to swing with the Rage Mode. We're going to get 2 checks. Pretty safe there. Didn't hit into any of his tamer. I forgot the tamer's name. But I'm going to use the end of attack effect of the Rage Mode to delete the XT to unsuspend. So we get 2 more checks, and then the Proto Gizmon is going to, XT is going to bring out Proto Gizmon for free. This is the only one that doesn't need to require you to put Gizmons to the bottom of the deck. Then I'm going to use Sleep Mode's effect again. Keep in mind, when you Digivolve into Sleep Mode, you have to have a Rage Mode in trash to tuck in order to get the immunity. Otherwise, you will not have the effect immunity, so he can use whatever, to delete it at that point. So I don't have that, unfortunately, but I utilize that Sleep Mode in order to put him at 1, because you Digivolve for 1 over a Rage Mode with the Sleep Mode, and then that allows me to... still negate an attack. And his deck, I don't think really does anything to like get rid of level 6s like that right now, so I'm not really worried about it. And I also got the Eyesmon out, and I have a Digimon in the back, and he only has 1 security, so he has to literally beat me this turn through an attack negate. So and which I negate right there. So he's unfortunately not going to be able to push through. And it looks like I have 2 cards in hand, so the Rage Mode is going to come out like raging, pun intended again. Something to keep in mind, though, he does have analog use, though, so he could potentially like choke me at 1 and then steal the turn right back, actually, which he wasn't able to do, unfortunately, because if his level 5 with Sources dies, he can, just gain the memory back, which I thought was kind of interesting. But I'm going to use the Akihiro's effect to end the turn. Draw a card, trash a card, and then it says by placing this under one of your Belphemons, you can delete a level 6 Digimon. So it's optional with the keyword by. I decided not to do it because he was going to be able to gain memory with the analog use and put me at 0, but I don't think it mattered anyway because it should be game this turn anyway. I have 4 attacks plus the Rage Mode can just like swing twice, so. Eyesmon is going to probably be like at least 7K because I know there's 1 scatter mode in trash. Yeah, and then we'll just swing out. Ended up swinging for game. So, all right, Digiduelist. So that was a quick one today. I like to sometimes, wanted to implement some one-off games instead of having 20+ minute gameplay all the time. So you can just get some Digi content and get a taste of, what some of the power of these decks can do. But I will be having some more full match Belphemon gameplay as well. So if you would like to see that, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and be looking forward to more content coming from your boys soon. But with that, y'all be blessed. Y'all have a great day and or night whenever you're catching this video. This is your homie S. Dot heading out. Peace.